the UFO files. I didn't even mention it yesterday, I don't think. Because there's nothing to mention. Nothing in there. What a surprise. And this UFO community is going to tear it apart, or whatever. Whatever. Of course, the gullibility of the spiritual community, or UFO community, whatever. Spiritual gurus that are out there that are, corrupt and enjoying every minute of it. No different than any other pastors or politicians or anything like that. No difference. So, not to mention names. I've already mentioned them before. So anyway, they're gonna, and in society, they feel like they're going to get this new earth, and I don't know, when you look at the school system and how kids are, what kids have to go through and everything these days, it's understood why the delusions are out of control and the traumas. So, they keep hoping for this new reality and all that. Not to say you can't get relief or anything, but, people wonder what they're healing from. A lot of it's from growing up. I mean, some of the schools, they have metal detectors and everything in there. And it's just a war zone, basically. Of course, social media, everyone has a phone. So, yeah, it's pretty messed up these days. So, here comes Fritzy. What? So, same old, right? So, look at, childhood traumas and all that, and of course a lot of parents are just complete scumbags. And of course they don't think that way, but they are. Some of them are, obviously. I mean, incarnate to know what scumbags are like, or, biggest pieces of shit out there. I know I grew up with that. So, well, they like to put on the persona that they're nice in public, but they're not. They keep, the more they try to project that. Unless you're Fritzy. Fritzy's always nice. Battle cat. Show's over. Cat's here. And of course, then you see the animals. Animals have obviously a soul and everything. That's where people are acting like they're animal friends or their family members and all that, which is good. When you start seeing how the chimpanzee and the gorilla are not much different than humans, it all goes to hell. We're not that much different. Because they can't drive. They can't. They can't drive a car or anything, but still. Of course, people can't drive a car anyway, so. Can you master being a human? Can you master not being a demonically possessed person? So, obviously many are failing on that one. So, they get pulled into all the delusions and everything. So, well, you have to let it play itself out. That's how much you can do, really. So, you have to stand back and just let the world do what it's got to do and just preserve yourself. It's like saving the world isn't worth it. it's tearing itself apart all the time. So insecurities, traumas, and just kind of well, those are the traumas, and they just have a distortion view on life. Everybody is a victim, or they see everyone as a victim, or everyone as the villain, or whatever it is. So, and so on. So, this will connect to the Arcturians. Yeah, I'll kind of keep it short. So much. Hold on. So, oh, they're pretty. How are you? Watch out. Watch out. Danger cat. Okay, alright, here we go. Greens, Arcturians. Yes, the soul has to let go of its unnecessary expectations, or high. They have a high bar. Many do have a high bar for themselves and others, and yes, they're not always connecting to themselves fully, and it takes some time. Like, you're in the human body, but some are still not really adjusted to who they are or want to know. It's like they haven't quite opened up to the book of themselves and just let all the air out and just be. Some have, but they're always focusing on someone else but themselves. There could be some positives to that. Parents, depending on the parents, some are just, they have all their insecurities and do anything with their life, or not planning on doing anything with their life, and so they take it out on their child, which is very normal. But their path there is to raise a child to be better, but instead they put on insecurities in their child, because the child has to battle that out. So there is a battle just getting here. As some of you know, day one, even before you're even born, you're already dealing with it. So, rejection. But that's the thing. Sometimes the child, or the individual, will just do the same thing with their parents did, differently, sometimes worse. So, and not even know it. So they reflect. And they're not, it's like, that's why you do the spiritual work. Say, hey, by the way, there's something here you need to release, and they're just not wanting to hear it. They throw it back at you, and they're on the war path towards everybody. So there's a lot of soul searching here. Yes, on a global level, most are not really looking for themselves. Is distractions, yes. Should be like a monk monastery. Everybody should meditate. Too many they're too busy going somewhere. Many do not stand still. There are ways of doing that. They haven't quite they haven't quite got to stillness. And just, it's like they're in their body, but they're ready to jump out, or they're trying to be somebody else, and so on. And you've seen that. Now you can try to strive to be like somebody else, depending on what it is, but you do your version of it, like an artist would do that. And many do that too. And it's different. But when there's just a lot of, I'd rather be everyone but myself. And those that are trying to show off, yes, they can't really stand at one. A lot of times the strongest is one that just feel like they don't have to travel anywhere. Yes, just sit at home. I mean, you're still doing things. I mean, it doesn't mean things are completely boring, but it's kind of like a bit of a monastery, but you are connecting. You just let the universe take you where you need to go, you could say. It's always good to have somewhere to go, but some feel like they need to go somewhere all the time. Like I say, it's an escape. Let's show off. Let's be whoever they think being a human should be. And a lot of people don't know. And is there really a definition? Well, like I say, you're on a body. Do you already know about yourself? And yes, telepathy can open up, but most of society is shut off. And do you want telepathy really activated? Do you want to see the minds of others? Do you want to really go into that? At this point, it's better to keep it shut off, as some of you have noticed. And yes, many want their superpowers, but, well, once again, wanting your superpowers, but they're not really wanting to know who they are. So they're obsessed with powers and manipulations and whatever, but the person is them. So, yes, it's kind of a twisted reality you're in here. So, and to untwist it and just settle down. That's why, yeah, some do have a kid out of wedlock or whatever it is, to just get them to chill out and work on themselves and their child. And hopefully this works. And the child, of course, knows what they're getting into. And a lot of them say, oh, I got to go through this. Because a lot of times they've been horrible in their other lifetimes. Like, okay, now I'm the parent from hell. And no, I need it. So, but not all parents from hell are. A lot of you are incarnated with parent from hell just to not knowledge. Yeah, you're born into the swamp. You learn early of how this place works and how to get through it. Yes, it's rough, but well, you're gathering beyond your understanding. Well, some of you might realize it now, but yeah, there's a lot of deep. It's deep knowledge that goes into your soul, and over time it starts to unravel to understand it. So, those things.